to win this. I got my best, but I'm hoping for maximum troll. What about you, man? I like trolling seeds.
Oh yeah, I really like the trolly ones. We've already gotten one really trolly one tonight. I'm hoping for another, to be honest. It's just more fun.
Well, we're starting out with World 6 first, and of course, we're going to immediately tell you right now, as you see them all trying the pipes here, the pipes are randomized. We don't know where they're going to go, and of course, yes, all of them stuck behind that first rock, so we're going to have to play this the long way in World 3.
Yeah, the rock there is one that you normally break through in the vanilla run, but here, it's not even one of the best places to use a hammer, because it only skips a couple levels.
Yep, indeed. So yeah, ultimately, if they could have gone the other pipe, they could have skipped this whole 1, 2, 3 plus first 4 area, but again, they all would have had the same benefit of that one. But of course, they're gonna be pretty much even here so far, going through one of our World 2 levels here.
Yeah, we see differentiation in everyone's strategies right off the bat. MFP was the only one who decided to get the double power up right off. The other guy decided that SDiezal decided that it was only worth it to get one. And Aweglib is just running through things little.
2 times 2. That's World 4. I was doing math. 2 times 2.
Math is tough.
Math is free. Just like I know that taking a hit when you are small, 1 minus 1 equals 0, 0 equals death, which unfortunately Lib just got, probably for holding up the whole race, but it's okay. We love him anyway.
Oh, and they're just getting a music box in that first hammer, bro. That's really disappointing in a randomizer. It's one of the more underwhelming items.
Yep. So, speaking of randomizer, one thing to note is that the power-ups are randomized in most locations, and they're as typical in many randomizers. Some things cannot be totally randomized because they will avoid they have a soft lock. I love how the hammer decided to just bounce off Mitch's screen, just intimidated by him.
Yeah, it's just sheer scaring.
And here we go. Everybody's favorite fort right here. Not a fort they love. And of course, for some reason, we're getting a lot of stars lately.
Yeah, well, when you have it randomized so that any power-up can occur, stars are usually pretty rare. So when you go to any random one and it can be a star, it seems like there's more.
Yeah. But sometimes they're very nice. Of course, we got stars in the hand level, and of course, what you expect a cheap sheet to kill you. No matter what Mario game you play, a cheap sheet will kill you.
That's very tough.
So, of course, the hands are part. So, when it comes to level randomization, if you look at all the numbered levels on the game, anything that has a number, the hand levels, any level that does not trigger a lock to be broken, they are all shuffled in the same level pool. So, you got all those levels, almost 70 of those stages. Then you have all the castles and forts all randomized with each other. So, anywhere you see a fort or any of those stages, any of the battle stages from World 8, they're all shuffling each other. And of course, Piranha levels stay where they are. Of course, they're randomized as the item and all that good stuff. And of course, you may even see a randomized level like what Mitch is playing right in the upper right corner, one of our hidden levels.
Yeah, those are levels that come from the beta of the game, and they never took them out of the code. So they're just kind of floating in the cartridge.
Yep. So, of course, 8 of those. And, of course, one of those holds one of the only 2 auto-scrollers that remain in the game. Every other auto-scroller has been removed. That's all the airships, all those levels like 1-4 and things like that. But the only levels that stay in there auto-scrollers are level 5-9, that diagonal auto-scroller, and, of course, one of those hidden levels. And hopefully we won't see any of those because they're nice and slow. No one likes that.
Yeah, they're a little slow and actually pretty tough, too. The floating one, as we saw in the last seed. A lot of people had trouble with the auto scroller with the platforms.
Indeed. Let's see a little baby cheat trying to spawning vertically, trying to chase Diesel up there. Of course, that particular enemy can randomize to a boss pass, which obviously you can never have enough boss pass in the Mario 3 randomizer. Wouldn't bother me if it was in every single stage, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, that's just fun. I mean,
Yeah, I'm working with Fred to code that as hard mode in there, Sun and boss pass in all stages, including boss fights, Koopa Kids, all that good stuff.
Well, it could be the next hack tournament is
Oh yes,
is
man.
boss pass %.
Dude, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it, yeah.
I mean, I'd play it.
Yeah. So of course everybody gets about in the water level, except for Diesel here. And of course, this unique stage here again, boom boom kill on there. Obviously, it's kind of interesting how you manage your items here because, you know, obviously for boom booms, fire being preferred. You know, if not, you get a randomized star very close, which can happen now. A lot of stages with those close power ups. But one thing to note as they get nearer the end of the level is that the airships, as I mentioned, are no longer auto scrollers. When it gets to the final portion of the level, the airship that they get is randomized, so they can get any airship from World 1 through 7, as well as the Koopa Kid they fight is randomized, as well as their HP from 1 to 5, as well as their physics. So they could be one of those, you know, super high jumpers, or they could be one of those big body sonatas that want to shake the ground when they land. So you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, I think watching the players adapting throughout this tournament to the different types of, or the airships not being auto-scroll and the different types of boss fights have been really interesting. We've got people now who do like pure P-speed strats and airships that previously you definitely could not do that for.
Oh yeah, definitely presents a nice little visual speed. Well, observing how they do this, and unfortunately, you know, we got 8-1 showing up again, a level no one really likes. Oh my! Both the left side players are down and out. One slipping off, one bonking off the wobbly block there, and they're going to go back and try again here.
Yeah, and there's definitely a lot of caution being used by a lot of these players. Like, they're not using the normal speedrunning tactic because they never know what they're going to run into.
Yeah. And of course, that's one thing that also, wow, man, the obliteration on the left side of the screen is just ridiculous. 8-1 just killing everybody. And as all these deaths are happening, one thing about a randomizer is that you really want to think about having some lives at the beginning, because when you run into levels like this, when you start burning a ton of lives, you want to have some lives in reserve, not only for that purpose, but maybe there's a level that you can skip and get around, or you take an intentional death to use a better item. But if they can't get through a level, they're not going to beat up those cards and get any bonus lives.
Yeah, we often see people take the card 5 up from the stars in these at the beginning because the lives are so important. Even if you don't plan to die on purpose or on accident, you can do it on purpose that many times.
Indeed. So we have both Mitch and Chuck fighting our boy here. Watching out for all these balls here. Was it a 2-hit, I believe? So they're both going to move on to their second world. You see Glib going through, well, both of them now, finally getting past that awful 8-1, going to the auto-scroller that's no longer an auto-scroller. Again, a little bit more tedious. You gotta be a little careful when these auto-scrollers don't scroll automatically, because a lot of the platforms and the flying enemies you need to land on are kind of not in the same position. So you have to kind of take a lot of leap of faith as a result. So again, for those who are watching in the chat, these are two separate races going on right now. Our upper players are racing each other, and we have our bottom two players racing each other. Lib, man, I'm telling you, him holding up the race is starting to bite him back in the butt. I'm telling you.
I think he just died to the fact that the big to little iframes are half as long.
They sure are. Barely a half second as a result. And of course, so all four of our players, however, are racing the exact same seed just to make our lives easier, because you don't want the commentators to work too hard now, do you? Can't be burning no excess calories commentating the race.
Whew.
You know? Gotta be careful on this ice level. Oh man, Chuck threading the needle and falling down there. Again, you can see how this enemy randomization, when you have a lot of those fire creatures, again, it can really induce a lot of lag in the game, a lot of sprites there, and of course, it kind of gives you more time to adjust, but again, sometimes you just slip right on off.
And Mitch is going for some optional hammer bros here that he didn't have to go for the chance at a decent item. We also see that both of the players on the right have used hammers to bypass the first 3 levels of World 2, which is not normally an option.
Yep.
Oh, and Mitch gets a new hammer.
Gets it back. There's a lot of hammers here.
Yeah, it's great. It's great for their runs, and that's one that if other people use the hammer early to get through World 2 super fast, they might not get it if they don't go back.
And super fast, Chuck gets thrown out the bottom of the level there, right near the end. So he's gonna go around here. Got to be careful. Again, Chuck is on his last life, and before I even could utter the words.
Yeah, he doesn't really have to do too much because breaking the lock, that doesn't go away.
As well as that rock there, so he'll be able to basically go straight back to where he was. Of course, he's spawned right on the end card, so hopefully he can match a couple things here, maybe to replenish his inventory, maybe a couple of hammers. Again, one little strat that people can take advantage of is that when you do the end card game, even though you don't know what you're matching, if it happens to be that you match, say, there's only 8 set patterns that the players will play. Now, one thing to know, even though this is a randomizer, as in the vanilla game, which end card layout you get is dependent on what frame you start the matching game. So they can all have different patterns of it because it is still frame dependent. So you may not see them all fighting or playing the exact same matching board at the same time. We got Chuck trying to get through this level here. Mitch having the lead against SDiezal, trying to get out that first world here, along with Glib here.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a rough World 1 for these guys.
Yeah, and again, that is the randomizer. Sometimes we can have these long, challenging worlds. Sometimes with good pipe RNG and, of course, having a nice supply of hammers and clouds, we could almost bypass the entire level. In fact, World 3 being one of those potential chances, but again, just like World 6, at first pipe not taking him to victory, so he's going to play another one of everybody's favorite levels here. Oh boy, this lovely level from 7-8. Of course, one thing about this is they'll be able to pick up a hammer suit, and Mitch is a player who's pretty good with his hammer suit movement, but ooh,
he's definitely getting the hammer suit.
Yeah, we had a boss bash show up there. Chuck is gonna move it to World 3 as well.
Yep. Oh, but Mitch loses it super early.
Yeah, just like a typical Mario 3 player. Like, wow, what is this? And then bam, lose. Can't even enjoy having it.
Looks like SDiezal is about to exit World 1.
Now watch Glib. He's gonna go for the clip here. Again, this is a little strat here. As long as you're big Mario, except for Frog, you can use these blocks and clip through. Again, you'll see some clips. Again, people who have a little bit more familiarity with the game take advantage of these. Again, ever since Mario 1, basically your Pixel 16 hit it and through it. Save and Heaven do all that backtracking with hidden blocks and all that mess.
Yeah, you actually have quite a few attempts there before you start losing time for that specific one.
Indeed. Glib is going to have both of those hammer brothers in his way, so it's probably going to pick up a couple of items. Probably one of those hammers. As Mitch, again, we're getting all the levels you really don't want to play. Getting that second fort from World 7 here.
At least
he's randomized items. Yeah, he's got fire indeed.
Oh, never mind.
No again, Mitch doesn't want any power-ups. Like, son, Super Mario, just give me the big guy.
He's not doing well for any of his names. He's Mitchflowerpower, and he's the head of the Hammer Bro Society, and he can't hold on to those power-ups for anything.
He's literally Mitch Flowerless. I mean, seriously. I swear the last time I commented on Race Man, he did not keep it.
Nope, not then either.
Watching that sub count just drop down because of his lack to be a leader. I'm telling you.
And SDiezal is going to get a nice little Tanuki suit here, which is always nice. You have to have it to complete this stage, to be honest.
You know? Again, this is the level that SDiezal is playing right now. Again, a little lengthy level. Definitely a possible candidate for a cloud, just because of how long it takes. You know, depends on what you got ahead of you, of course, and whether or not you're actually forced to do it. Some people have seen skip it. Some people like, especially if you don't have the power-ups. We're talking about like a minute and a half here.
If I knew it was coming up, then I'd probably skip it, but it's not worth killing myself to get out of.
Yeah, it takes a while to kill yourself on top of that, you know?
Yeah, because the first
all
room
into
has
that fire. Yeah. So of course, you see Mitch in the upper right corner. Going to do a coin ship again. Going to get a guaranteed item here. Going to have to take care of double boomerang brothers here, and
that's a tough pattern on the boomerangs.
Yeah.
They got Cloudfoot.
Really getting a nice little supply of items here. Speaking of items, Chuck trying to get some matching done here. He's going to match those coins. Again, he'll have to check his inventory to see what he gets. Once he gets an item, he'll actually be able to correlate what he matched to his inventory. So no, in future matching, say for instance, if a star gave him a mushroom, he'll know that the star will always give him a mushroom in matching. So that's one little thing there. And Lib almost getting hit by the cannon shot out of nowhere.
Whew. Yeah, I found that in the randomizer is a lot more prevalent, where cannonballs come from places where there's no cannon.
Isn't it fun? We randomized the cannonball sprites. Yeah, I love it. And Glib finally done with that World 1. He's ready to just throw this cart in the trash can somewhere.
Oh, I wouldn't blame him. He got a nice little life supply though from the last couple of levels. He did the star card twice in a row and got 10 lives.
Mm-hmm. So just to give you an FYI of what you all see when it comes to the world. So the first 7 worlds are in random order. So for the tracker standpoint, you'll see the actual world number they have gotten to. So for instance, they're on their 3rd world for Mitch and whatnot, and 2nd world for other players, etc. And so you'll see the number of worlds that they have gotten to there. Again, world 1 through 7 always are randomized. World 8 will always be last. Maybe not necessarily the levels. But if you can see more information about what is randomized by typing !SMB3 in the chat, and you can go learn yourself something, as they say. Ooh, boy. Chuck having to get through this castle with no power-ups. Not fun. Watching it gets big here.
Yeah, and Chuck got through the hard part of that fortress pretty decently. He's small Mario, so he's got to be very careful though, or else he's gonna have to do it all again.
Yep, and of course our lovely guy Hotfoot here. We've got, again, I mention all the time, Hotfoot has a brother or maybe a sister. I don't know what it is, but the other derivative of Hotfoot usually stops walking when you face it, but of course the other Hotfoot walks anywhere it pleases at any given time.
I'm gonna assume that's Hotfoot's older sister. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Mitch doing his favorite level, but not doing it the way he likes to.
Yeah, indeed. not.
Is that a P-Wing? Yeah, that's a P-Wing.
Yeah, using a P-Wing there. Chuck getting that cloud down there from that. And of course, one thing to note is that you do see that when you use your P-Wing, of course, your horizontal movement is pretty slow. So you can, you lose it very, very quickly when flying. So definitely not the best to have. I mean, floating is definitely helpful in this, but just for generally traversing a level, quite slow.
Yeah, it makes you a little slower, but it gives you a lot of nimbility.
Mm-hmm. So again, Chuck going through 1-6 here. Again, you can't use that pro strat because you have randomized enemies, and of course, this is where the speedrunners have to relax because they're used to certain enemy placement to maneuver through the level. But in the randomizer, that's all going out the window. What you're going to see. Lib also doing the flowerless strats here.
Yeah,
refusing to maintain it for more than 2 seconds.
And that can be really tough for those 2 plants that come out there. There's actually a pattern that comes up where you either have to take a hit or you have to have a flower.
Yep. So Mitch is trying to get through Wendy to move on to his 4th world. Again, Wendy. Again, another seed where Wendy is on thick status, trying to shake us up and stun lock us.
Yeah, at least this time she didn't take so many hits.
Yeah. I think Wendy seems to be the most annoying one when we the earthquake ability on her, as well as the super high HP, because you have to deal with those rings so much longer. And God, if you're little, man,
yeah, It's also tough if you have a arena map that's got a lot of hills on it, because the hoops are normally bouncing in a perfect square, and people are more used to that pattern.
Indeed. Oh yeah, we have people in the chat who love thick Wendy.
I was just calling her heavy Wendy. I don't know. That might be worse. I don't.
Indeed. Now, if you haven't noticed already, you noticed that SDiezal has pulled ahead of Mitch here. It's getting quite close here. I mean, they are really moving forward. Again, having a little bit better luck on these pipes here, and of course, nothing like running through an airship here. Gotta watch out for these cannonballs, man. Kind of take them out. I like the fact that Diesel's using green Luigi here,
as opposed to red Luigi.
Yeah. So that route, and this is one of those prime examples where you see a different route path in World 3 will allow Diesel to catch up. And of course, the thing is, Mitch has a whole lot of hammers right now. So even though he's caught up, he can really take a big leap by having all those excess hammers there.
Yeah, he's probably at least saving one or both of them, perhaps, for 7 and 8. Which again have the highest payoffs, but are not necessarily even necessary.
Indeed. Which commentator and which? Well, I'm this commentator, and the other guy's the other commentator. That helps none, does it?
Oh, he's right. That's true.
No. For those that just joined, my name is, people call me Big John. And who are you?
I go by Jabum.
See? Now you know. And learning is half the battle. You'll never forget.
G.I. Joe.
There you go. Hey, Mitch is my brother. I love Mitch. Mitch is like my Canadian brother from another sister or something like that. Whatever, however the comic goes.
I don't think that's a phrase.
Yeah. Well, look, I can make a phrase. See, the thing is to be an innovator, not a duplicator. Oh man, write that and put it on a shirt, son. What I'm talking about. Watch out now.
And Diesel is gonna not go for any of the clips and just do this straight vanilla. There's a lot of clips in this stage that he's doing normally that you can use to get through walls, but first of all, they're pretty difficult with a raccoon tail to begin with, so yeah. I don't blame him for not wanting to go through that headache. Definitely
don't want that. And that's one of the things. That's all the clips, really. Those different physics. So, Lib going frog strats here. Ribbit.
It's not an airship, but I'm still happy.
Yeah. Of course, I know he wants to keep it, but of course, the thing, frog strats, although they are visually, we all love it. Oh, an invincible dead frog.
An invincible dead frog.
Man, no one likes power-ups, man. Every time they get something, they just lose it and Liv just takes his own
Mitch
life.
For the tunnel.
Tunnel.
Oh, no tunnel.
Look at that. Mitch letting us down. I love him to death, man, but
he's letting
Hammer Brother Society just lost another member. Got that lovely emo, we can't even use it right now. So here we go. We got Roy over there on Diesel stream here. Mitch is going to be going for clips and 7-9s. And oh man, first try there. Look at him trying to be a speed runner.
He's getting good luck with that right now. Good luck still.
If I know Mitch right now, he's like, how come this isn't happening in my Warpless attempts? I know he's saying that, man.
Nah, he's missed just enough where he wouldn't be that happy with it.
Yeah, now he's like, oh, garbage.
Yep, he's at 4 misses, and that's bad for him.
He gets out at 273, which is pretty decent, He started getting like 255. That's when it gets like, if you took the vanilla way around, that's when you really begin to lose time. But
well, it's amazing for a race. It's just not good for his world record runs.
Indeed. If we even got that far, man, thankfully he doesn't worry about early hammer.
Oh,
but SDiezal, yeah. SDiezal is hammerless right now, so he cannot skip the first portion of the World 4 map here. Now, Mitch does have hammers, so this may be a number lead change here. But of course, nom nom.
I don't think that you would elect to do the World 4 one if you didn't do the one in World 5. Because that would be the same number of levels.
I'm not sure how many he did skip there, but again, he could, with him potentially trailing now. I mean, this could be another lead shift, and they not sure how many hammers that would leave him with. I think one. So many inventories.
Yeah, there's too many inventories to keep track of when you put 4 people on the screen. It's hard enough just to remember what world they're in.
Shoot, they have to remember. If they don't remember, I know we don't. You know. Ironically, I did write a little script here that if they do play an emulator, for instance, they can actually read their inventory. But we don't give that to them. Can't be cheating now.
It's harsh but fair.
Yeah. So again, Mitch is going using a frog there, and of course, Mitch is going to use that hammer. So that's going to put him at the first fort in World 4 and taking a little death here. So that actually is going to switch our lead temporarily. We'll have the lead by about 1 stage-ish.
Oh, and he was too small to do the clip.
Little guy. Little guy ain't got no strats.
And he just almost got hit by all those potaboos.
Yeah. Now, one thing as they begin to build the inventory is that they have to be mindful, especially get like, I mean, you probably won't have anybody with 28 items, which is the max you can carry. But again, eventually when you realize you have a lot of your items, it becomes maybe a little unneeded to continue to get stuff, especially if you have a lot of hammers and P-Wings and clouds. So you might want to, avoid some of those things if you can.
Especially the end card, which is kind of a slow process anyways.
Yeah. Indeed. Yes. Amazing nimbility. Was it nimbility?
Nimbility.
Nimbility.
Yeah.
Nimbilityism. There you go. We got to throw another ism in. More suffixes. Makes it sound more smart.
More smarter.
More smartest.
You win this time, John.
Thank you. Thank you. Shouts out to me not being an English major. Making up new words. So, Mitch getting bought by Bertha. Woo, boy, those iframes almost did not save him there.
Yeah, he got the short ones.
Yeah. Man, can we shout out the sound effect chips we got going on?
Yeah, that was weird. I loved it, but it was weird.
Yeah. Got one of those beta NESs apparently. I don't know. So we got Roy fight over here. Chuck is going to be done with that and going to move over. Be done with that world. Now you see Diesel going back to the end card. Again, just about 1.5 stages behind Mitch at the moment here. We got double boomerangs. Watch out for the flying socks here. Ooh. Speaking of bad fire. Ooh.
Wow.
We had that 3 seconds ago.
Glib has actually had a pretty amazing comeback considering the trouble he had in World 1 earlier. He's got a ton of hammers in his inventory. I just saw 3 right there.
Yes, he sure does. Now, Mitch taking the death here, having to do that long, I'm going to take 6 instead. That is the only other auto scroll. And of course, now he wishes he had size. So he's probably going to take a death here, maybe. Oh, he's going to play it. Okay, he's going to play it.
Whoa.
Man.
Risky jumps.
Telling you. So again, a very nasty assortment. Then this level is 7-6 here. You see Mitch playing right now. Again, another long vertical level. It could be a little quicker if he had a mushroom or something to quickly just take a death and try it. And but it would be much quicker than playing this level the way he is right now.
Oh yeah. But sometimes you weigh the option of, death and then trying the clips and stuff like that versus it's a lot of animations to go through, reloading the world map, picking the level again, loading back in, and then trying to skip.
Indeed, yo. See, SDiezal using taking the death as well like Mitch did. Good thing he used that star there because that's definitely not what you want to do. Have to fight any boomerang brothers or any kind of hammer brothers in the water when you're a small Mario. And this is really close between these two here. Now, of course, these players don't know where each of them are. That's SDiezal basically being 1 stage behind, picking up these hammers, boy. Again, both Mitch and Diesel have these hammers, and of course, by the way, there's also one item we haven't talked about, which is the anchor. So the anchor is literally like playing as Mario in 3D World. He's completely useless. But in the randomizer, the anchor awards a random item. And it could be anything that you can normally have in your inventory. And look at that. Look at the time. SDiezal has literally already cut off a minute from the deficit, going for the clip, taking the death, getting it first try on top of it.
Yeah, that Subpixel was very kind to him there.
You know? So even though he's still a trailer, that will significantly cut Mitch's lead down. Again, he's just finishing that level. Mitch is going to have to do a hammer, brother. He's going to actually can screen scroll it. In case you don't know, if you're ever on the screen transition and you're on a hammer, brother, the same exact time, if you simply press the D-pad in whatever direction the map would take you, you'll be able to just go right over it, as Mitch just did.
Yeah, he must assume right now that he has enough items to finish out this race without needing extra hammer bros. Because those are really kind of easy sources of items.
Indeed. So you see, Chuck also getting through the same stage. You see Diesel just finishing up. And Mitch is going to be done with, he's at the halfway point. He's finished 4 worlds. He's going to be moving into his 5th world now. Again, not too far ahead. Again, even though we have one of our really, really good runners at the top of the screen, upper right, SDiezal is on his tail right now, literally with his tail as he flies across this airship here.
Yeah, Diesel clearly has a very good understanding of these levels.
And it's going to be interesting because, as you see, we now know that the 5th world they're going to counter is the World 7 map. Let's see how trolly the pipes are. And again, already having to do a pick a pipe. So again, just the same way Diesel caught up earlier in World 6 map, this may also come into play here because these players right now Mitch could be going on a dead end path right now. We have no idea because we don't know how to get out of this. So most of the time you'll take the same path, avoiding trying to play any stages if possible. So we just don't know. It's going to be interesting because this could happen again. Again, there's also a very important lock use here. Because if for some way you can find your way to the lock beside World 9, you literally can just go straight. If you have a lock, a hammer, a cloud, that means no levels, no stages in World 7. You can go right to the castle. So, and of course, oh boy, this is going to be interesting here. So Mitch is sampling the level path, trying to find a way out of here. If you notice a little earlier, you saw Mitch pause in midair. These munchers you see that Diesel trying to get across, they don't stop when you pause the game. They continue their cycle, so you can basically just pause in the air and wait until you land.
Yeah, at first it looks like they're doing a panic pause, but then you realize, hey, it saved him.
Yeah, it's a lot of little pause things, like that same thing can happen in Contra. You can pause the game to kind of reset that fire cycle in energy zone. That's something new.
Chuck's trying to clip into a pipe at the end of the level there.
Yeah.
It's cute.
So again, there's a hammer potential there on that lock. We don't know. That could be the winning path to get us to the right side. We don't know. At least 2 will get us to the right side that we can actually traverse. 1 requiring a hammer, 1 being right to the right of 7 and 8. So, of course, Chuck, as you see, Chuck and Mitch on the right side of the map here.
They took pretty much the same workflow to get through the maps. They had the same idea.
Yep. Paying off. We have seen it fail, unfortunately,
Yeah, occasionally it's good to do something that doesn't actually look the most intuitive because it gives you a shot. Like, if you think you're behind, you might as well take a shot sometimes.
Indeed, man. You see Diesel right there getting over there to the right side of the map. Now, of course, just to update you all, for those who are watching the stream, if you just joined, we have 4 races right now. We have 2 simultaneous races happening. We've got SDiezal and Mitchflowerpower going against each other. These 2 players are in their own bracket. And we have Lib and WhenChukAttacks they are racing each other. Now, all 4 of them are playing the exact same seed. But again, 2 different races just giving you double the pleasure to watch.
Mitch picked up 3 items from that end card, which is a pretty good collection.
Yeah. Of course, you see them right there. That's what we were just talking about earlier, using that cloud and music box combination.
Yep, when you use that number of items, though, it's like you've really got to complete this level without dying, because if you die, you're going to go back to needing to do both of those levels.
Indeed. And of course, hopefully we get a nice boss fight, preferably something that requires just 1 hit. And of course, a very, very nice terrain, and him having tail ability will make it pretty easy for him.
Mitch going to go for the off-screen grab. Got it.
Yep. Looks pretty decent there. So again, if you grab that wand at the top of the screen, typically you never jump for the wand. However, if you're at the very top, you'll instantly warp to the bottom when it transitions, as you can see right there, and saving those frames.
Ooh. Aweglib hit by a rogue wrench.
Man, that is unfortunate there.
Oof.
And what is with the left side and the star kills? Literally the self-star kills. Man, not a fan of the invincibility theme, apparently.
Well, getting the item from that block and making it back onto that little elevator block is a lot shorter window than I think people realize.
Yeah, I don't think I ever go for it. I'd like to hit the block just to say I hit it, but yeah, the item's going to get burnt.
Yeah, I see people do it in speedruns all the time, but I actually can't do it. Yeah.
You see Glib trying to go for the clip here. Again, this is 7-6. 7-6 is a little bit more challenging because you have a lot less weight, but he makes me shut up and he gets it after 85 attempts. No, he gets it though.
And Diesel didn't even want that inconvenient flower.
Indeed, yeah. Typically a level you'll P-wing over, but again, they don't know what the level is until of course. So, oh, look at there.
Ooh.
So, yeah, using that hammer there, shortening World 1 map tremendously, obviously.
Yeah. Hammer for 3 levels, pretty much the minimum you want to go for, because there's so many places now that the hammer is useful.
Mm-hmm.
And we got another frog suit by Glib.
Yeah, interesting enough. It's kind of funny because I found this to be actually kind of faster, at least doing the P-wing, you know, just your horizontal movements faster, but ooh, those jumps.
Yeah, that would be scary to me. I don't know. Frog suit has weird physics. You don't have like the running start for jumps, but you get the height of a running start with the frog, right?
Yeah. One thing about frog suit is that when you jump, if you let go of the D-pad, you instantly stop, which is unlike when you play with any other character. You know, you have your kind of your deceleration per se. So you can always stop on the dime just by letting go of the D-pad.
Man, Mitch already finishing up this world. Not going to go for the wall jump, though.
Nah.
He's already got his one off-screen grab. He's done.
Yep. Ooh, Chuck, unfortunately, Ice and Sledge Brothers, not a fun combo here. So he's going to start up. Can't blame him one bit.
Yeah. Stars are really good for that. And he got a star for his star.
Reimbursement.
Pretty good for a level you can't bypass anyways.
Indeed. So, again, Mitch moving on to his final world. Again, Chuck just behind him. And, of course, one thing about World 8, of course, is the fact that, you know, that Bowser's always in the same location. However, we have to figure out how to get there. Again, a little pipe maze. And typically, mathematically, for those who like maths, you kind of want to always try to work to get to the dark screen because that's the highest percentage of pipes to try. Yep. Not guaranteed that it will work, but, you know, mathematically, you want to try to get there. Of course, unless the first pipe that Mitch is going to try will take him there, you never know.
Yeah, the Dark World's great too, because if you go in there, you usually have like a couple pipes that you can try right off the bat. And if that doesn't work out, you only have to do the fort to get more pipes.
Yep. So, ooh.
These ones are being kind of trolly and just going to each other, though.
Yeah, so Mitch is going to make a decision. Either he can go up to the fort and try to pipe above it. He can go to the left and try 8182, or go back to the first screen and go across that path. So he's going to go up and see where it takes us.
And also,
he might have bad luck, and it could take him to the other side of 8182, which rip.
one will take him to the lock, and one will take him to the hands.
Yeah, man, it happens.
That's the RNG I expect.
You know. So again, Mitch having to slow down his level. Man, poor Drabo, injured by the spikes. Poor guy.
The dude's like crazy though. He survived that.
Yeah, man. He's already dead, so I guess he can't die anymore.
I mean, Mario crushes him.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah. So Mitch is going to find out right now whether or not this was a good move. Otherwise, we're on a completely wrong screen. Let's see where we end up at. And well, he has a lock to break with that hammer. Let's see where it takes him.
Yeah, we'll see how much it was necessary.
Oh
no! It wasn't even necessary at all.
Yep, so it looks like we're going to have to take either 8-2 or 8-1 route, or may have to. That other pipe could warp to the hand levels, and we may have to go the whole route. Who knows?
Yeah, I think by process of elimination, he's going to have to do the hand area.
Yeah. Now those two pipes on that screen could loop to each other, but no matter what, he's on the right path right now, what the end result is. I don't think it would be quite enough though for Diesel to surpass him though, unless he just really gets good real quick here on his choice.
Makes some really interesting decisions in World 8.
Yeah. Again, you cannot cloud the tank stage. Again, those are automatically selected when you mouse over the mouse. There's no mouse in Mario 3. Hover, click, navigate, whatever. So there is no clouding them. You can't put them to sleep. You can't display everybody on the level. So you have to play them. So we'll see what happens.
The weirdest pipe that Diesel just went into.
Yep.
It's just like half there.
Indeed. So again, Chuck also going to do this, and he's going to learn also the hard way. In fact, it's like he's going to turn around right now.
He might not have a hammer anymore.
Yeah. So he's going to go ahead and play. He's going to cloud 8-2. Does he have another cloud? It looks like he's going to discard 8-1.
As an invincible frog.
Oh, yes.
That's his protection against losing his cloud.
Yes. Finally, someone who gets invincible, who doesn't immediately just kill themselves. I applaud Chuck for that. So Mitch, as you can see, in fact, I believe that means that the other screen was actually locked out.
Huh. There was no way to get there.
Yeah, so the airship level and the other side of the hands actually connected to each other, so you would never have any access to it, which is fair game, unneeded.
Yeah, I'm surprised the randomizer allows for that.
Yeah. Well, I heard they do that same stuff in some Zelda randomizer. Hey, let's put a key inside the room. It's actually locked in, They're copying strats, apparently.
Oh, Chuck. Got the drive where the fire's supposed to be.
Watch your dome piece, bruh. We got the sun in 1-1. How cute.
Imagine if that had been people's introduction to the real game. As they get 1-1 and there's a sun. It didn't activate till pretty deep into the level, though.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, usually the sun will kind of go off about halfway through. Of course, if you take a pipe, you'll just take them out of play altogether. So interesting enough, these players are kind of pretty close here. Chuck, getting caught by the hand there, having to play one of the hidden levels here.
Yeah, and I don't think the enemies are randomized in this room because it seems to be Buzzy Beetles all the time.
Yeah, you have like your item banks that basically have what items are part of the bank, like the castle banks, like the dry bones and thwomps and all those guys. Hotfoot.
You got Mitch doing the duck strats. He's gonna get hit by fire though, I bet.
Yeah, a little too.
Maybe not.
Yeah, a little too far. So for those who just don't know, and before you go tweet about it on Reddit, tweet on Reddit. Bowser's hitbox is solely his dome piece. Anywhere else is safe. So if you're big, you can duck, except for Frog, because Frog can't duck. And if you're small, you can just chill.
Yeah, it really freaks people out the first time they see you do it.
Yeah.
It's a good party trick.
Oh, yeah, indeed, yo. Impress your friends. Get phone numbers. So Mitch will be the completionist and finish first between him and SDiezal, finishing up with a time of 44 Minuten und 51 Sekunden, 44:51.7-ish. So congrats and GG to Mitch taking the win there. Again, a pretty close match there, man. I think that almost came down to like a extra cloud and hammer, it seems like.
Yeah, and he had a very good time for that seed. That wasn't just luck or anything.
Yeah, man. Again, woo. SDiezal. We're gonna see if we can talk to Mitch a little bit here. SDiezal having to deal. Oh no! Of course, those cheaps, they spawn wherever the character's position is vertically, and of course that means in 8-2 they could spawn right in the air, right beside you.
Yeah, fish are pretty horrible. I hate them.
How could you hate the cute little fishy wishies?
They ruin all the runs. All the runs.
But look now, you said you wanted trolley seeds now. We can't have trolliness with some kind of fish.
There are limits.
So we want the big old boss bash, but we don't want the cute little babies.
Ooh, Chuck fell in the lava.
Man, burnt to a crisp.
Does he have another hammer suit? Nope, he's gonna have to P-wing.
Same thing Mitch had to do here. So we're gonna see if we can get Mitch in here. I know. Yes, job and confirmed fish hater. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mitch, power of well, actually, I can't. You're Mitch Flowerless again because you just don't like flower power anymore. Apparently, man. What's up with that?
Oh man, I looked for it. It wasn't there. I was more leaf this time around. I was more of the leaf.
I see that, man.
Leaf. It was slow and steady, but you know, no deaths is fast in the randomizer world.
I died a couple times. I took that intentional frog suit death when I got the anchor. I was like, ooh, this is exciting. But it was like turned out to be some weird brown frog suit on the overworld map.
Yeah, the anchor seems really disposed to giving a frog suit for some reason.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, pretty good.
Joy, man.
So my world 3, after I found out that I was stuck and I had to go back and like actually finish the whole world, I thought for sure I lost. I don't know where I caught up or what happened.
That was the lead change actually. SDiezal did pass you there, but what saved you was having that hammer used in World 4. And
what with the frog suit there?
Yeah, you actually had a lead change there, and you ended up coming back as a result of it. That extra hammer you had.
Damn, yeah. I think that was the hammer that I went back for in World 2 with the star.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I went all the way back.
Of hammers, man.
I had a lot of hammers.
Yeah.
Did my cloud help me in World 8? Did anyone else have a cloud? Because I clouded over 8-2. Or sorry, 8-1, and then I got no hands.
Yeah, you got no hands. Unfortunately, SDiezal, I think he got all of them, actually. Like, he had one death, though, so a little more issue because of that. But yeah, no hands. Yo, where's that in your Warpless runs, dude?
Right, I know. When I got no hands, I was like, of course.
See, I told you, man, this guy is like, man. So this is what you need to do. You need to run Mario 3 80% Warpless through a vanilla seed.
And then I'll get the no hands.
Yep.
For anyone wondering, because we are using our EverDrives, I went to do the fastest movement possible across the hands, which is buffering an input, which is select. And my save state is select and down. And because I was above the airship, that's where you see that blink. That's where that blink came from.
He's cheating.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't know if anyone noticed, but just
you
in
know
case.
What, Bump you. Let me go talk to somebody who doesn't cheat. WhenChukAttacks winning his match.
I actually lost time because of it.
It's not your time anymore. Your time machine is gone, man.
It costs me more time doing that.
Look here, Flower Power Mitch, Hammer Brother Sadi. Your time is over, okay?
Third of a second.
Non-cheater. You know, you and Glib just cheating. Just cheating.
Oh, what's Glib
What's
doing?
up,
Just in
man?
case I got no hand. Just in case I got a hand. Oops, load save state.
Didn't
Glib
I say
opened
your time is talk? Hush.
the Game Genie for a bit.
Nah.
So
He didn't
Chuck, congrats, man. How you enjoy the seed, man?
Oh man, it started out kind of rough. I don't know if it was just I haven't done a whole lot of these, but you know, I just kept trying to go too fast and making lots of mistakes.
Yeah.
Even took a game over at one point, which is a little rough. But we kind of settled into a rhythm in the second half and played a lot better. Got a lot of hammers, which helped.
A lot of hammers in this seed.
Are you you do normal runs of this, Chuck?
Yeah, I've done. I've run Warpless and mainly Warpless for.
Yeah.
Yo,
I think the first
guys.
couple. I think the first
we
couple
barely
of levels,
lost. Mitch
I think the first
finished
couple of levels make
about,
people.
I want to say like 3 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago.
What's going on?
Excuse
I'm
me,
gonna hop in
caller.
for
Can you
interview.
please turn down your radio? Caller,
no,
please
no.
turn down your radio. Thank you. You, caller.
Yeah, what's going on?
Somebody's echoing.
I've
echoing.
run Warpless and mainly Warpless.
That was a good
for-
seed.
Yeah, I think the first couple.
It was definitely a pretty decent seed.
Yeah, and enjoy it while you got it, because all those hammers, and again, we got, most of you all breaking sub 50 here, so gotta go fast, man.
Like I said, man, I thought I was doomed after World 3. What'd you do, Chuck? Did you use a hammer? Because I ended up having to do all of World 3, then I had to take a death to get across the bridge. Oh,
I basically played all of World 3. Yeah,
no.
Yeah,
I feel like Diesel's
I
the only
skipped-
one who didn't.
I skipped pretty much all of World 2.
I skipped some of World 3, yeah, and then I played it right too, because I said if the first pipe took me straight to the end, then I would gamble that lock, and I gambled the lock, it went straight to the closest pipe. And,
Yeah.
that one.
I gambled the other 2 pipes and they connected.
Yeah, same.
It's horrible. What about World 7? That was, I went directly to the island. It just somehow managed that I did the right levels, I guess. I did the Piranha Plan and then the Fortress.
Yeah, I think a lot of people had very similar workflow there.
Yeah, I think I took that same route.
I think when you get into like a maze-like position in World 7, it's good to just like keep your forward momentum when going through pipes. Like one pipe will take you to somewhere and you're not happy with it, but like just kind of keep going and then backtrack once you get fully stuck. But it's a risk.
Well, I'll
Man.
tell you what, little do you know that the pipe past 7-1 actually would have taken you besides 7-9.
Oh.
Damn, really? I had that.
No,
extra
I'm just telling that to make you just like, oh.
Is there a way,
man.
for like?
I mean, literally, I was opening it up just to see where it checked. I'm actually was checking it right now just to see. I'm always curious of World 7.
Yeah, I'd be curious too.
Especially when you had so many hammers,
Because I was telling myself, I mean, once you go on your route to the right side, which is what we always do, I mean, that could either be good or bad. So is it really that bad to do 7-1? Like, really? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I was contemplating just beating it to get it out of the way, but...
Yeah. Hey, Diesel, what's up, man?
What's up?
How you enjoy this, man? You were ahead, man. You were about to body Mitch.
Yeah,
but
you had
didn't
me.
have a hammer, man. You were a hammer short of what he had.
Yeah, I mean, this was easily the best one I've ever played. Hammers were everywhere. I think out of the first world, I had 3 hammers going into the second one, and it made planning out the rest of them a little bit easier. And I think like I didn't have any clouds, but yeah, like this seed was really, really generous.
Yeah, I got the music box cloud combo at the end of World 7 as well.
Yep, exactly.
I think where I got you was in World 2 after I hammered the lock and then I hammered the brick. I did the pyramid and then I equipped the star and I went all the way back to the first hammer brother and he had a hammer.
Oh, dang, no.
And that allowed me to use that one in World 4.
Okay. So, yeah, because I knew if we got lucky on that too, because I had 2 hammers just enough for desert, and I said, oh, this will be good. But I didn't even think about that first hammer bro having anything.
I honestly think that just getting all the hammer brothers, it'll never hurt you. Okay, so you got a star, at least that'll save you, in some random level, right?
Right, exactly.
Glib's got all these hammers.
Yeah. He has all the hammers he needs for World 8, but he's not going to take him anywhere that helps.
I had one hammer that I used right there that he's using it on, in that little nook by the hands.
You gotta go to through the actual levels though. 1 and 2.
Yeah, man. So let me tell you this. So Chuck, how you feeling, man? How many wins is that for you?
Just that was my first race, but I have another one tomorrow night, same time.
Same time, yo. So you're gonna see him trying to take another W here, going 2-0 potentially.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Glib, double cloud, double cloud. Where else are you gonna use your clouds? Yeah, there you go. There you nice.
Yeah, that was another thing. I saved a cloud in the Bowser's World, and saved it like right for one of the last few stages because I knew like trying to navigate through the last world, trying to find that pipe that led all the way through there. So I used the lock, I used a hammer on the lock right next to the fortress, and then I checked the pipe to the left of that, and then that didn't go anywhere. So it backtracked, went all the way back up, did 2, and then clouded through 1. And I knew if I took that route, that'd take me to the end of it.
Yeah. Once every single pipe didn't lead to the hand section, you knew it was on the other side of the hand.
Yeah, exactly.
I got no hands, by the way.
Oh wow! Yeah,
I
That
got-
was so
I got
dumb.
all hands.
I want that so bad in Warpless, but nope.
I had a hammer suit for Bowser's Castle, but I ended up falling into the lava in the donut room.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
7
that like the traditional panic fall where it's like left, right, which
Yeah,
one,
you-
and like
you
you
miss
just
all of
perfectly
them.
miss. Yeah, you just miss everything.
That's what happened.
Oh man, that's like the famous fall. Hand 1 was a lot. Game J, did we get a lot of lost levels in the start? I think it was like
yeah.
2 or 3, right?
Yeah, I think you all got about half of them in this particular race here.
Yeah. I accidentally
They've
went
been showing up a lot more often lately.
I think I played about 2, honestly.
in World 4. I got the ice auto scroller one. Nope, I just took a death.
Everybody took that death, man. Nobody wanted to play that level.
And the other level was just like as long too. I didn't have a mushroom to clip through the wall. In 7.
See, I gotta find some way to make that one the very first stage, followed by 7-4-2. You know, I need to put that whole gauntlet of bad levels. Can't skip it. No clouds. No nothing.
I was scared. I was exceptionally scared of World 7 because I already had a bad World 3. And I was just it felt like I was getting lost constantly.
What was your final time?
44, 51, pretty much 45.
Dang, not bad.
Yeah. I don't know, I did have a couple deaths though, didn't I? I had an intentional one, but that was to get rid of a frog suit. But other than that,
The anchor?
yeah.
Yeah, same.
Oh, you used the anchor as well, and it was a frog
Yep.
suit.
Always the frog suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super weird how often that's a frog suit.
Yeah, Game J, what's up with that?
Excuse me, I didn't create this. I'm an end user, okay? No, there is known that in the current version, it does favor frog suit more, and of course, during we make it to the bracket, you know, that will be more equalized. You know, obviously, not going to change the tournament. I mean, affect times and whatnot, but
Yeah.
but hey, everybody has the same chance. I mean, frog suit, or you might luck up and get a hammer. Who knows? Or a cloud.
Yeah. I always use it beside a door just in case.
You know.
Now I've been watching a lot of everyone's races, and I've been finding that a lot of people are not using as many items as they're acquiring. So I would just say that I think everyone should start using a lot more of their items.
Oh yeah.
I've seen some people
There
get
you
to
go,
the end of
you
World
see?
8 and they got 4 clouds, and it's
Oh, look at there.
stop
Glib
trying
going
to
with
save them so
invincible
much.
frog again. I'm
The
a frog it
invincible
out
frog
one more
is that
time.
bad luck, though.
He's doing
Dude,
it.
he's been buying the frogs.
He's doing it.
Have mercy. If only we could find some way to code Lakitu as an inventory item, then hey, you open up a whole new world here.
A whole new world.
It's interesting because actually in the randomizer, I'm not sure if any of y'all have gotten it, but you know, one of the shoes you can still get in. So we actually, because I've never seen it before actually, until the rando, where you can actually be invincible inside of a shoe. So it's very interesting to see that look effect there because you don't see it anywhere else, except like Mario Maker or something. So,
No.
The invisible shoe.
yeah, and it's an invincible shoe, man. A shoe with a star, man. It's so cool. You can literally kick everybody.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised that, because I haven't seen it in a while, but the shoe is not killable by fire.
I noticed that.
It's totally steel toe boots, you know.
I shot it. Didn't work.
I shot it, didn't work. Lost my fire flower.
Yeah.
I'll never forget.
Well, you like never see the boot in the speed run, so I haven't seen it in like years.
There's probably some crazy strat with the boot. I mean, the boot that everybody's waiting for. Like a new shoe clip, and bam, we can skip a world.
You can actually get P-Speed with the boot. You have to have P-Speed and then jump into the boot, and you'll have P-Speed while you have the boot. It's actually pretty fun.
Wow.
Going all super fast in the boot.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Bouncy.
So looks like Lib is going to finish up. He's going to be done with this madness. I'm sure he's. See, cheaters never win. Trying to not cheat. I gotta give him a hard time.
My save state that cost me more time.
You know what? I have to go back and retime your run because of that.
You're gonna give me a 44-49? Thank you.
I'm gonna give you a 10-minute penalty. You know, but Glib has finished with a time of 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 3/4 of a second here. So GG to him. We're going to powwow with him for a few moments here. Make sure y'all give him a hard time.
The hard time indeed.
No, don't do that. But you can if you want to.
No, we're gonna buckle down. Get the strats.
Yeah, buckle down. By the way, you all, for those who have not already, make sure you follow all 4 of these knuckleheads. Diesel, Mitch, Lib, and Chuck. Make sure y'all show them some love. !R in the chat room. You can go to their Twitter, their MySpace. I don't know. I'm sure they got some social links so you can go sit there and just, spy on them. See what's up. But no, follow them on Twitch. All these people run Mario stuff. So if you like Mario, you got the players right here to play it. Give y'all some entertainment value. And Mr. Glib here. Talk to me. Explain to me how much you love this seed.
So I got that hammer from the first bro, and I'm like, yo, a hammer early. This is pretty cool that we got this. I'm gonna hang on to this just in case. And then the seed gave me like 20 more hammers, and I was like, I've made a terrible mistake. Like, there was just hammers everywhere in this seed. I think I finally used all of them, just hammering through everything in 8, peeking through it, but yeah. I died, so I just played poorly. Like, I played so bad.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you not like the invincibility theme or something? Because every time you get a star, you just killed yourself.
I know. I did that like so many. Like, I don't know. Just so many dumb deaths. Like, I guess I just haven't played enough recently.
I mean, dude, I thought it was some kind of manipulation strat or whatnot. I know about it. New tech.
Yeah, no.
Randomizer wrong word.
Being bad at the game. That's all.
Oh boy, man.
Mario 3 is a harsh mistress.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You'll get him next time, old chap. You'll get it better. It's just just your first match or second one?
First match, yeah.
First one. So,
is there any more tonight?
No, this 4-pack was the star of the evening here.
Right on.
Main event.
This was the big one here, man. Of course, tomorrow there is another one. In fact, there's got 3 races tomorrow.
Damn.
In fact, Chuck himself is going to be playing against Eddie tomorrow, and in fact, that's going to be another one. So he'll be jammed in that blue. Hey, you got any preference of which position you want to be in? The blue, the yellow, the red, or green?
Green worked out for me pretty well.
Oh, I don't even have the stream open.
I totally have no control of that. You have to blame the restream.
Not top left.
Not top left.
Who was top left guy? Was it me? If I was top
No.
left guy, this explains everything. Okay.
Diesel was a top left.
Okay.
I was top right.
Yeah.
You were
So-
bottom left though. Is that equally as bad?
It's on the left, but it's not top left guy Bible thumb, so
Oh,
I have nothing to blame but myself now.
I didn't know there was a tier list to this.
Yeah, you don't want to be in any Mario race that's ever happened. Top left guy always gets bad
Good
luck.
song.
Oh, why didn't I
We'll
do
just
this before?
We'll just redo the layout and just put all the runners on the right side. Just
That's perfect. Yeah,
shrink the windows down a little bit.
exactly.
But by the way, though, if you don't know the schedule, you can type !SMB3. Tomorrow there is there's 3 races. One at 8:30, J-Lo and Gibbet Screen. I'm not sure which speed gaming channel, and then at 9 p.m. So we'll probably have overlapping channels. 2 simultaneous races going on. In fact, probably 3 because the 9 p.m. race will have Pro and Zarby going to each other, and Eddie and Chuck. Another 4-way race just like this here, 2-on-2, or 1 versus 1 and 1 versus 1, whatever that equals to in math world. But so more stuff happening. There's a race tomorrow, race Friday, races all throughout the weekend actually. So make sure you check out that schedule.
If I don't do some Warpless runs tonight, everyone's gonna kill me. So I'm gonna head out.
Yeah,
guys,
because you have let down the Hammer Brother Society. You lost
I
your
know my crowd's
firepower.
getting restless right now. They're all cranky and yelling at me right now. I gotta get on my Warpless runs for the night. So
Gotta get a hammer stew.
yeah.
Head out also. Thanks for the race, guys, and thanks.
Thanks a
Big
lot,
John
guys,
Gavin, for the
and-
commentary.
Yeah, it was great. I'll see you on Saturday, Game J. That's my next time, Saturday, 10 p.m.
Oh, I thought you were like coming by the house or something. I'm like, oh.
Of course, I'm still doing that. Jeez, man, come on now.
Hi. Anyways,
Nice.
All right, catch you later, guys. Take it easy.
all right,
See ya.
you'll have a good one. And
Bye.
guess that'll be
GG
it for us.
Diesel.
Hey, GG,
Oh,
Mitch.
So, yo, Diesel, since y'all by yourselves, y'all got any final words? This is your time to shine. What do you want to tell these lovely people?
Thanks for watching.
That's it. Hmm.
This was
Another
a
big
great
dog.
seed.
I hope it was entertaining.
Yeah.
I think everyone was entertained greatly.
Awesome.
Yeah. We're probably not going to get a lot of seeds like this, so yeah, definitely enjoy it.
Yeah, two really trolly seeds in one night. It's my dream.
Yes, indeed, yo. So make sure you give them a follow, you all. Again, follow them. If you really bored, you can follow my man Jabum, who's now a professional commentator and game developer, because obviously he wrote this as well, right?
Oh yeah, obviously. It's always the commentator's fault when the randomization goes off.
Yeah, make sure you, as the chat says, make sure you go check out his Angel Fire webpage here, you know. Created in Front Page 97 for all y'all super geeks.
Wow.
You know? If you're
Geosites.
bored, yo, don't be hating on, man. Members.tripod.com, man, oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Man,
Take me back.
bringing up
Yo.
memories.
Look, y'all want to join my web ring? What? Look, hey, make sure y'all follow them all. You all can follow the commentators if you want to, !C. Well, so again, check out tomorrow. Again, for all the new commentary. I'm sorry, all the races and whatnot. And of course, if you stick around on Speed Gaming, you know tonight, most likely, I'm 100% certain there's going to be some more key sanity happening for those who just cannot get enough of that Zelda fix. You will have, in fact, I think that probably might be wrapping up right now, but there will be some Zelda 1 going on Speed Gaming 2, which has literally just started. So if you want to see Zelda 1 80% tournament, that's going on. And of course, we have, looks like, some late night key sanity from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern. So, man, Midnight Oil, if you want to see some more of that fantastic key sanity stuff, which I will never play. What about y'all? Y'all do key sanity?
Nah, I can't do key sanity now.
Nah, I stick with Zelda 1.
Oh boy.
I'll do any of them but key sanity.
Yeah, man. Wow, it's actually some really late stuff. In fact, there's one on Speed Game from 12 to 3 and another one starting from 1 to 4 a.m.
Goodness.
Jeez.
Man, they are really, well, you know, there's so much stuff going on Speed Gaming, you know, we got to start pushing those AM hours, you know, for a lot of us. So again, nice background noise, something to sleep to. So I guess
Yeah.
that's it for us.
Yep.
Okay.
Had a
Alright.
good time, everyone. Thanks
Yep.
for
Yeah,
for
great
playing.
race. Thanks for commentary and Feasel free streaming, all the good stuff.
Yeah, thanks
Oh,
for
yeah,
everything,
man.
guys.
Great jobs
wish
all around.
I wish y'all more luck in your upcoming races, man. Gotta get to that bracket stage, you know.
That's right.
Yeah. And of course, Jatab, it's been cool commentating with you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Yep, sure thing.
Yeah. And all you all knuckleheads, you all have yourselves a good night, good weekend, good evening, good chicken, and I don't know. Have a good one, you all. I'm out.
Good.
Peace.
Good night.
Good chicken.
Good night.
And